What's good with y'all? First of all, let me say I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. I hope y'all have a Happy New Year. I know I was gone for about a week. I went back home and see my daughters, so I had to get everything situated with that. So that's why I haven't done any videos, man. But I'm back. But what do I know? All right, so check this out. We all know tomorrow we got a heavyweight showdown between Luis King Kong Ortiz and Prince Charles Martin. It's a fight that I'm looking forward to. I know now. I know the first thing that people gonna say, man, this fight shouldn't be on fucking pay-per-view, man. This fight shouldn't be on fucking pay-per-view. I get that, bro. Trust me, I get it. We already know, but it is, bro. Listen, you can always just not watch it. I thought a lot of y'all wasn't fans of the PBC anyways. Didn't you guys criticize Luis Ortiz for not fighting anybody anyways? All right, so cool. Let's get it. I'm watching this motherfucker tomorrow. So I definitely will be tuned in. I'm very interested in it. Should it be a pay-per-view bout fight? Hell no, it shouldn't be no pay-per-view fight. Absolutely not. I agree with that. But I mean, it is what it is. I'ma watch it. All right. If you're mad that it's on pay-per-view, that just lets me know that you are a fan of boxing. You are a fan of Luis Ortiz, or you want to see Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin fight. So, hey, listen, I got you. Check this out. You got two heavyweights that are really somewhat inactive. Luis Ortiz hasn't fought since November of last year, if I'm not mistaken. Was it November? I think it was like November of last year. And then in his fight, it was like a first round knockout that a lot of people questioned. What was the dude's name? Alexander Flores. That's who it was. Okay. So it was like a first round knockout or whatnot. So a lot of people are like, a lot of people didn't really like the knock. They said they felt like Flores took a dive or whatnot. But it was only one round. And then I think before that, he hadn't fought in like a year, because I think before that it was like he fought Deontay Wilder in a rematch. So I mean, he in 2 years in the span of in about, yeah, we could say in the span of about 2 years, he only went one round. So, and he's 42. Let's get that, let's get that right. The last person that was 42 that went 2 years on a 2-year layoff was Manny Pacquiao, and he fought Yordenis Ugas. Supposed to fight Earl Spence, but we all know what happened with Earl Spence. So he fought Ugas, and definitely looked his age. Not saying that that's the same case with Ortiz, but however, you do have to you have to put that into perspective, man. Age definitely plays a role. And not only age, but inactivity. Now, a lot of times when you get older, inactivity can be a good thing because it helps your body recuperate. But in this situation, I don't know if this will play into the hands of Luis Ortiz. Then you have Charles Martin, who actually has not, I'm not familiar with, I think his last performance was against Gerald Washington, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I can't remember. It's been, but I know it's been a while too. So he's somewhat been inactive as well. Charles Martin, the guy, that fought the likes of Anthony Joshua, fought Adam Kornowski, Gerald Washington. He's been in there with a few names. Came up short with most of them. Anthony Joshua, I think that was like a second round knockout. And Adam Kornowski fought a good fight, but fought a tough fight, but he did better than what I thought he was gonna do, but came up short in that decision as well. I actually, to be honest, and this is no disrespect to Charles Martin, but this just shows how he's improved. But I thought that Gerald Washington was gonna beat him, and he came and beat Gerald Washington, came and stopped him, and he actually looked better in that fight. So shout out to Charles Martin, man. If I'm gonna give you my prediction, this is a tough one, because had it not been for the age and inactivity, I would definitely 100% with confidence pick Luis Ortiz by stoppage. But it's impossible to play that into it's impossible to talk about the fight and not play those two main factors into it. You have Luis Ortiz, who's definitely a skillful Cuban, very skillful. technician, has more skills and abilities than Charles Martin in my eyes. Luis Ortiz is very methodical. He likes to line his opponents up with the straight left. And what he does often is he'll throw that hook, and to me, I look at it as almost like that hook is a decoy punch. He'll throw that hook just to try to line you up with the left hand. He does that a lot. Very good on his feet, too as well. The downside about Luis Ortiz is he can be a little bit too methodical. He can be a little bit too patient at times. And Charles Martin has to take advantage of that. Charles Martin has to push it. To me, he has to push it into a pace that's uncomfortable for the 42-year-old Cuban. Let's not forget, he's 42 years old. I mean, he's technically been off on a year layout, but we can really say 2 years because this last fight was only like a minute and 20 seconds or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was like in the first round or whatever, but Charles Martin, to me, has to press the action. He can't give Luis Ortiz time to think, and Luis Ortiz does like to think. He comes from that Cuban school of boxing, bro. He's a technician. He'll break you down, set you up piece by piece, and he will be as patient as he has to be. They don't care about what the crowd thinks. They just care about doing their job to get the win. And it's nothing wrong with that at all. You have to appreciate and respect that, because in sport of boxing, especially in today's time, a loss is so much more detrimental to what it was back in the day. These guys aren't as active as they were back then. Boxing is more of a business. It's more of a business than a sport. So, you got to do what you got to do to get the victory at the end of the day. But that's where Charles Martin has to take advantage of. Charles Martin leaves his chin in the air a lot often. I said a lot often, that's an oxymoron. But anyways, a lot. He leaves his chin in the air, especially in exchanges. He can't afford to do that with a guy like Luis Ortiz, who will definitely be setting up that left hand. Charles Martin, another southpaw, likes to set up his left hand as well. Now, the thing about that is, you have two southpaws that don't really have a history of fighting southpaws. I can't even remember the last time that Charles Martin fought a southpaw as a pro, I'm saying. So that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a little different for both guys. I cannot remember the last time Luis Ortiz, so please forgive me for that. I can't remember the last time either guy fought a southpaw. So what I'm going off of is my memory of them fighting a right-hander, but I still know the mistakes that they make, that they probably would carry into this fight. Still, interesting fight. I love the fight, man. I love the fight card. We got my dude Frank Sanchez, who that's actually one of my favorite up-and-coming heavyweights. Frank Sanchez fighting who is he fighting? Shoot, I can't think of the dude's name. Let me look it up. Oh, Christian Hammer. Christian Hammer, who, if I'm not mistaken, actually lost to Luis Ortiz. But anyways, regardless, Frank Sanchez fight, man. You got Kaufman in a rematch, man. It's just a good fight, man. It's a good fight for heavyweight boxing. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But my prediction, I'm gonna have to go with Luis Ortiz by unanimous decision. I don't think that now. If this was maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I think Luis Ortiz sleeps Charles Martin. But like I said, you have to factor in age and inactivity. You have to factor that in. Charles Martin has to start fast. He needs to start fast in this fight. He needs to work at a pace that's going to make Luis Ortiz very uncomfortable. Work on the inside. You cannot give Ortiz that range of distance. Work on the inside. You're not Wilder, so don't rely on one punch. Punches and bunches and just be active. Now, I know this is not like a very good detailed breakdown. I'm kind of in a rush getting ready for New Year. Got to help my moms out with some stuff. But overall, that's the game, a proper game plan for Charles Martin that I think that he should definitely be aware of coming into a fight with an aging Luis Ortiz. Still, good fight. I'm very interested in, man. If you see this, bro, drop your prediction, bro. Hit the like button, bro. Fuck with me, support me. If not, man, I still do what I gotta do. Hey, this is my prediction, but as I always say, as I always continue to say, what do I know? God bless.